Hey guys, gals, friends, and pals, this is Paul EastXTwitch, and welcome to another episode of Saturday Game School, where we learn about a different game every Saturday of the year. Tonight I'm joined on mic by Tyler.
Hello.
And we've also got Brandykatz off to the side.
Howdy.
And tonight we are streaming Depth of Extinction Definitive Edition for Xbox. This game is also on PlayStation, Switch, and Steam. Oh yay, Shitsu, thank you very much. You know, guys, I was looking at the list of subscribers, like the revenue from subscribers, and it dropped, even though, I don't know why, but it dropped a lot. So whoever wants to help out by subscribing, you know, that makes it a lot easier to do the stream, even when we're so busy during the school year. But thank you, all of you. They made our homes, tried to rebuild, but eventually they fell. So this is kind of a post-apocalyptic thing, isn't it, Tyler?
It is the
Baker's
depth of
dozen, baby.
extinction.
13 months. That is rad. We're so glad to have you around. And Shitsu, Chicago and you always remind me of each other. I think it's just because you both start with an SH sound. Yeah, Chicago says, what would you put up on the wall, Tyler? He'd probably, like, put a shelf with some Funko Pops.
Funko Pops.
Hey, Dreamweaver, thank you for the follow. We really appreciate it.
And then the kids would steal them.
They totally would if you didn't glue them down or something. And then you're damaging the
I
product.
only made fun of one, his ugly frog poster, that's it.
It's very colorful.
That doesn't make it not ugly.
I didn't get to actually put that one on the wall because they gave us very little planning time to ourselves in the week and a half before school started this year. Like normally I would have had at least twice as much time to myself. But instead we had extra training meetings and also some team meetings, so very little decorating occurred.
So, yay!
Yeah. And to hang anything on those brick walls I have to do a bunch of hot gluing and it just adds a ton of extra time. Your forces must reassemble a scattered key. There's Sir Khalid, good to see you. Then Storm, why should we trust you? There's some story stuff happening. What do you think of the pixel art on the characters, Tyler?
I don't love it. It's a little... I don't know. I don't love it. It's okay.
Are they too skinny? Is that your problem with
maybe,
it?
Yeah, maybe it's not sloppy. Maybe they're trying to do more than they have the pixels to do it with. The mechs look good.
I would say one thing they're trying to do is to keep you at a bit of a distance with, like, you know, the faceless sprites and such. Mm-hmm. It seems to me that it's deliberately a little bit of maybe cold sci-fi aesthetic that they're going for.
I mean, it'd be hard to be able to do a good-looking face with, you know, at this distance.
Yes, you'd have to make them more chibi style, right? Like a little squatter and cuter.
Exactly. Big, wide heads or something.
Chicago says I should hang some Enterprises up from the ceiling, and that's not a bad idea at all. Tyler might actually approve of that, because he's a picky pants, but he likes some Star Trek.
I do like Star Trek.
Dude, but when the fire marshal comes, you gotta take him down.
Really?
Yeah, you can't have anything hanging from the ceiling.
Really? Even Paula has some things hanging from her ceiling. You two look like you could use the help. So there's some story stuff happening here. I'm glad, No Time. Yeah, I really don't either. I mean, I'm not saying it's the most appealing art style ever, but it doesn't put me off in any way. Mercs can be hired to augment your team and are very useful when your primary team is inexperienced. By the way, the developer was super nice with retweeting, and they got us a lot of retweet attention, which is nice, because, yeah, like, maybe 20 retweets will result in at least 2 extra viewers that day, so...
Yep.
I wish Twitter people would actually, like, tune in after they liked or retweeted or whatever. Untouchable Dawn's here, yo! And Monkbox says she has gummy bears in it. You mean candy gummy bears? Disney's gummy bears? Do you mean the gummy bear from that weird music video from Europe? Or what are we talking about here? They will only stay with you for a single objective and may become more expensive to hire as they level up. Choose a Merc to help you with your objective. This is a bit of a roguelike, Tyler.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, people...
Definitely not something that every game is right now.
I won't be happy until every game is a roguelike, Tyler, so it needs to keep going in that direction. In fact, that new game, the sequel to that Metroidvania game, what was that game called?
Axiom Verge?
Yeah, Axiom Verge 2. Isn't that a roguelike now?
I don't think so.
No, it's not. It should be.
Oh, okay.
That's why opinions are so divided on it. Anyway. It's an item. 1 extra time per mission. Grenades. Take a shot without using an action with penalty. That sounds pretty good. Attacks have extra damage if not... I don't know. We're going to go with Skeg. He sounds like a nice guy, right? And he's bald. I don't know if that's actually a good thing. Look who made it. It's Alexi Walker. Alejandro.
Hey.
Glad he's here. But yeah, Chicago's... Some people do hang stuff from their ceiling successfully in a classroom, so it may be a fire code thing, but it doesn't mean that it's strictly observed. All right, let's launch our sub.
No, they just tell us when they're coming and we take it down.
I gotta go. We'll miss you, Chicago. I hope you'll get to hang out with us again soon. You can only get away from your mom. Oh, well, tell your mom I said hi. Tech Guy, thank you for resubscribing. See, now our income, that's much closer to how it should be, so thank you so much, guys. Yes, we're ready. That was a blast from the past. Good old Chicago. Alex Ski Soda. Oh, wait, Ski Soda? Uh-oh. Look, Tyler, the movement is weird. I'm drawing a line and the character moves. Find the item hidden in this facility.
Oh, it's like tile-based or something.
Yeah, this is different. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh,
there's some
me of
voice.
Old XCOM.
You know, I've never actually played that. Fire carbine? Alright, I'm going to shoot this box with my carbine. That didn't do anything. Should I split them up? I hate to say this, Tyler, but I don't know how to play this kind of game.
What? Is it like a strategy game?
It seems to be. They said something about role-playing. Dark 6, I haven't played XCOM. By the way, hello. Like, how am I supposed to check these boxes? It says to find something in the room. Fire rusty shotgun. I know... Okay, good. We did destroy the box. Okay, Brandy's going to help me figure it all out.
I am?
Yeah, because you've played XCOM.
Yeah, you move, and then it's the alien's turn, and if they shoot you, you load your game again, and they'll go there.
Look at the screen. There's no aliens.
It.
She's always going on about aliens, Tyler.
Well, aliens are cool.
Oh, Dark Group Player says she played an Xbox 360 game along these lines. That character had to manually reload his gun. The bald dude. Good old Baldy.
It may not be aliens, it may be something else. They'll shoot you.
I'm so glad you made it, Alejandro. Alejandro messaged me earlier. One of our favorite friends and co-hosts. Okay, aliens are cool until they eat you, Tech Guy says. That's true. Oh no, now he's here with 2 different accounts. As long as that's adding to my viewer count, then I really appreciate it, Alejandro. I don't think Twitter or Twitch actually works that way, but it's worth the shot. Wait, there's an item. Shouldn't I pick it up? New loot found. 1 fuel. Is that what we were looking for? Start by opening your mini-map to get an idea about the layout. Oh, was it not this actual room we were supposed to be checking? It wasn't, but I mean, we might as well break the boxes, right?
Yeah, could have something in it.
Oh, I mean, I like the Alex Skywalker name better than Kano, but they're both fine, of course. You know, Tyler, I never got to stream EDF2 for Switch, but when I see Alejandro, it reminds me of it since he and I played that together on Vita. Low on ammo? How's he already... Is it that hard to even to open up boxes and stuff?
You have to shoot the box.
Yeah, and it uses your finite ammo. Like, what's going on with that? Position the cursor over the door and press the action button to open. I didn't take into account that I might not be smart enough to play this game, Tyler.
Yeah. You gotta remember to think about that in the future.
Dang it.
Are you fighting the boxes?
Well, we defeated that one. Oh, now there's actual bad guys.
Swappy.
And the one dude's low on ammo.
Uh-oh.
Do I just run right up and shoot him, or what do I do? Get an advantage by positioning your team before enemies see you. Okay, so we should try to hide behind the barriers.
Yeah. Usually games like this tell you what to do.
It seems like he saw me. If you spot an enemy while moving, your character will stop and be refunded for incomplete actions. Okay, can we just... Yay, Brownmeister!
You spotted the enemy. They didn't
Oh, okay. I can live with that. So don't I just want to wait until all my guys are up here?
I don't even
That's
want
part of the strategy.
You never played Advance Wars?
I just clicked Y for Overwatch. I played Advance Wars on the DS when they first brought it to America, but that was like 100 years ago? 200 maybe? Alright, get you over here, buddy. And get you right here.
Mm-hmm.
And hope that's good enough. Ha! She automatically shot him because she was on Overwatch. I did know what that would do. Or I expected I did. Thank you, Brownmeister, though. Is Brownmeister actually here, or was he just subscribing from afar? Make your unit cycle through their real targets with the next target shortcut. The red circle shows your unit's range. They won't miss an uncovered target with it. See the potential damage in red on the enemy health bar. Aw, Brandy! Throwing some bits my way. Thank you, darling. Okay. Does any of that make sense to you, Tyler?
Hey, Brownmeister. Maybe...
He's here! Cover minus 32. Oh, because he's in cover? 68% hit chance. Does that mean I should get closer?
You can go try and stand in front of him and see if that works. Can you fire after you move?
Yes.
Hey, Brownmeister.
Alright. 100%. Boom! Right in the head. Oh, that was brutal. Just capped him. Did the other guy not notice? Oh, and I sniped that one. Bullseye.
Nice.
Dang, with just
All
a
right.
35% chance.
Uh-oh. That guy was on Overwatch or something.
Those are the ones that you love. It's like only 35% chance, but you killed a bit. It's like, ha ha.
Yeah. Lucky me.
Of course, then you have the
Capped him
90%
too.
chance. And
Hype train, yeah. Oh. Well, how was work, Brownmeister? Okay, so that's our target. We don't want to mess with the boxes, right? Because they're a huge waste of ammo.
Weird. Did you get anything out of the boxes?
Well, there was a key that, or something we found on the ground, but I don't know if it was already there or not. We collected a rusty shotgun.
now I'm singing.
So I think maybe they're just like pillars or something that we're breaking and not necessarily things that are supposed to have items. Maybe that's it.
Possibly.
Let's walk up here. Okay, walk up
Hey,
there.
Dreamweaver.
Dreamweaver, welcome. Yeah, new people are not able to talk for the first 10 minutes. I don't know if that's actually a good feature to enable or not. It's just that we're afraid of spam bots and evil spammers, you know? Those guys ruin it for everybody. Jono, thank you so much for resubscribing, buddy.
Dreamweaver.
Pick up the loot by having a character walk over it. Is there any more loot? Wait.
Type train incoming. Snake face.
I'm not positive that we checked their bodies. Yeah, you have to walk over their bodies, it looks like. Thank you. Appreciate the support, everybody.
Licking 2 mics. I gotta go real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Let's see how this is going.
What's the mic licking? I don't understand what he was saying.
I don't
I-
know.
No, I'm still here. I'm just watching a different stream for a second.
Oh, dang it. Are you watching another hot girl, Tyler?
Well,
He
you're not
always says
licking.
that.
You're not licking any microphones.
I see that as a positive, not a negative.
Okay, well, Twitch doesn't. Neither do I.
That's messed up. Real messed up. Wait a minute. 0% chance. Okay, well, how about you get over... Here's the bad thing. My guys weren't all together, and so now they're just going to be overwhelmed.
Let's go.
0% chance.
This girl's microphones even have like ears on them.
Desperate. That reminds me of some news. Yeah, ASMR is really dumb, Alejandro. I'm there with you on that. BX Latino Heat, thank you. Wow. Has BX Latino Heat been a subscriber before? I can't actually remember it because it must have been a while. Usually throws the bits around, which is appreciated.
Oh no.
'Tis a good question. Yeah, right in the head, buddy. Alright. Let's
Oh,
get
wow,
this.
it's raining.
Is it raining men? Spaz Pull, thank you. Oh, you guys are being so nice. I was so worried about our subscriber count earlier, and now everybody's being really, really kind. So, wow. Thanks, guys.
And that's all without having to degrade yourself down to you.
Yeah, not making any gross sounds. I'm not doing anything sexualized. Anyway. Vasti. Uh-oh. I didn't sign up for this. Oh, there's another guy I hadn't seen. I don't like that. You guys are the coolest. We appreciate it. So for people who are just turning in, Saturday Game School takes place every Saturday. What time do we stream, Tyler?
4.
I don't think that's correct.
9 p.m. Eastern.
9
7
p.m.
Mountain.
Is that really true?
Yes.
So, what is Mountain?
That's where Colorado is.
Mountain is a zone of time.
There's Eastern,
That doesn't sound like a
Central,
real thing.
Mountain, and Pacific.
You're pulling my leg, right?
No.
Mountain is the best time zone.
He's seriously pulling my leg. 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. If Mountain is a real time zone and not a landmass, not a geographic feature,
It is both.
then
Central is
yeah.
just a location. It's not a location.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's not really central.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean we're not really central?
It's kind of to the east.
Texas is central.
I'm just saying.
Are we not right squat in the middle of the country?
Yes, but at the very edge of Texas is mountain.
Exactly.
Weird.
There's at least a dozen people living in mountain time. zone
Yes!
at any time.
Achievement! Is that so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arizona's
C-spot.
always on mountain time, but they're always on mountain standard time. They're never on mountain daylight time, which
Right.
means mountain
'Cause they don't-
standard time is the same as Pacific daylight time.
So there's
they
two
don't
different
do-
mountains, basically.
Definitely not confusing. Well, there's two
Yeah.
difference of every time zone: Pacific daylight and Pacific standard.
But
Yes.
but I mean, simultaneously, there's two different ones.
No.
One of your characters leveled up.
Because one is in daylight savings time and the other is not.
Therefore, there's two.
But they're not at the same time.
I'm not so sure about all that. Choose the path yourself will take through the node by selecting a node connected to your current node. What's all this about nodes?
Darker player is in Oklahoma.
Oh, I'd forgotten
Alright.
about that.
She said that her state panhandle is in mountain time zone, which I believe is Oklahoma, with the
That's-
panhandle.
Very good if correct, Tyler. No, Nebraska. Oh,
Nebraska.
so
Nebraska
close.
doesn't have a panhandle.
Is it just like a little nudge? But they still call it that. Head for the exit, watch your fuel. Okay. We're trying to get to that up there.
Hey, Icky, are you around now? Icky's ignoring me.
Dang it, Icky.
He had to go to the restroom, he said so.
He's always doing that. Power controlled
Well,
Very,
it kinda-
he's very regular.
It's kind of a necessity of life.
Yeah,
Okay.
but always at the same time.
That's true. He's very regular like that. Many citizens...
I guess there is a panhandle in Nebraska. It's more like you said, it's a nub. I wouldn't want to cook with that pan. Let's put it that way. Burn myself.
Yeah, just slip right out. So, precarious residential platform. Many citizens saw the various conflicts happening around them and retreated to safer waters. You may have a little trouble navigating the sub to them, but should you reach them, they will be willing to help you out. Should we approach cautiously or leave the area?
Approach cautiously.
Yeah, baby. You try your best to navigate to the platform, but not even minutes into your attempt, you hear a loud crunch on the outside of the hull. You ignore it and make your way to the platform and dock. An eager merchant greets me. So does that mean our sub is damaged? I can sell stuff, but don't I actually want all the stuff? Like, when do I get to equip it and whatnot? I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I've got 18 credits. Oh, but he sells these things. Like, should I buy more fuel? I don't know how likely we are to run out. But I don't have enough money for it anyway. And in fact, I don't think we have enough money for anything. Exit. This is one of those hard roguelikes, Tyler. Yeah, level 1 hype train emote.
It's definitely one where
Everybody gets a dog.
you're gonna have to like pay attention to menus and stuff and learn things.
I hate doing that during a stream. But it's a really cool game so far. And by the way, guys, if you don't win a copy tonight, the Switch version is on sale for $6, down from $15. So that's quite a discount.
60%, some might even say.
Some might, if they were unnaturally good at math.
Yeah.
Level up. Deadeye, assault.
How do I use that dog? I don't know how to use the dog emoji.
That's a good question. Does it automatically appear?
No, I found a different dog, though. I'll use that dog.
Nice going, Tyler.
That's a cute
Choo-choo.
dog.
Tech Guy used the correct one. Good job, Tech Guy. I don't know what I'm picking here. Like, I'm leveling up and I'm picking a class. What class should Gambit Young be? And is Gambit a woman? It kind of looks like a woman. The face is a bit manly. Deadeye. Destroy. So this one has really good range. So maybe I want Assault. Saboteur. Attacks do extra damage. Don't trigger Overwatch when moving. Low profile. That's pretty good, that Saboteur. Take a shot without using an action penalty. Does that mean you get to shoot twice? I'm not sure. If moved and shot results in a kill, get another move. You get to move extra if you kill someone. Free attack on enemy within 2 tiles. I'm thinking Saboteur. Any opinion, Tyler?
Sounds good to me.
Alright. Cheap and poor. Dang it, Tyler.
Yeah.
Hey!
The bifecta.
Yup is here too. We're glad you made it, Yup. Yeah, add. Let's do it. Add it. During a level up, you distribute points to upgrade your character's base stats or their class. Skills can give your character a bonus or ability and are unlocked at particular point values. Click the preceding square to remove the point. Okay. It might be a good idea to spend a point on Constitution or Grit on your first level up. With a point in either one, your health will increase and give them a better chance to survive. Do I want my characters to survive? Each stat has different stat effects in combat. Constitution has 2+ signs for hit points. Gives, man, so much information. Total stat values. Is this your jam, Brandy? This kind of thing?
Meh. I really enjoyed XCOM.
But not XCOM 2, apparently.
Yeah. It wasn't as much like the old one as I thought.
Achievement.
And I really liked it.
Unlock the Saboteur class. Alright, how do I level up the other guy?
I don't know if I did the Chimera one. I just know I did... I know I did 1 and 2. And one of them, it was really weird because I had bases all over the Earth, and so they couldn't get to Earth at all. Like, anytime they even tried, I kicked their butt.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the technology to go into their base and kick their butts because I don't know if this research was behind or whatever, but I got bored of it after a while because, yeah, I wasn't killing anything.
Dark 6 has played Chimera. I can't figure out how to level up the other characters, or is it just that she's the only one who leveled up? Because, like, I'm trying to get Skeg Spencer. Oh, this is...
Ooh, I like that darker player.
Isn't he only...
Icky's talking to Brandy. Why isn't he talking to me? Icky, talk to me.
Yeah, Icky, don't give Tyler the cold shoulder. You guys have known each other for years. Thank you very much for the follow.
The only reason I liked it, yep, is you could save it and then redo it if you needed to.
Can he level up?
Yeah.
I don't... It won't let me level him up. I don't understand.
You have 0 points. That's what the 0 is above you. That yellow 0.
Okay, well, how do I go back and at least equip him with that new shotgun I got? Let's see if this rusty shotgun is better than the other one.
There you go.
It's the same. And they both suck. Equip. That thing had, like, no ammo. Does it really... I think he gets 2 or 3 shots, and that's it. Yeah, ammo 2. Literally just 2 shots during the mission. So that's a dumb weapon. What's that do? Health. You can view your stats. So for people who are just joining us, every Saturday we stream a different game, and we always give out free copies of that game, or sometimes another game, but just about always that very same game. So let's go this way. We will go inside and look around at this half-sunken storage. Yeah, Yep 84, I won't lie. I like a JRPG, like Dragon Quest or classic Final Fantasies or whatever. But this is not exactly my kind of game, but we are doing the best we can.
Oh, that's a real low bar.
Anyway, Saturday Game School is all about variety and giving new kinds of games a try. You know, the sillier or weirder the game, the better for me. But this one isn't silly or weird, but it is quite different from what we usually play, so that part is cool. Alright, how do I view the map again? Use the follow mode to turn on AI control of your characters when not in battle. Top right. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Is this designating who will follow, or I just individually turn it on? Mode offensive, defensive. Click to change the current state of follow mode. Okay, that's how I turn it on. And
I agree with you, Yep.
What does he say?
He wants a new MMO to play.
We're not going to talk about MMOs. Also, a new Saints Row game is coming. I didn't know that. You know anything about it, Tyler?
They did like a teaser for it or something. I don't think I could get excited for Saints Row if my life depended on it, but
that's a very interesting way to put it.
They're fine. They're perfectly adequate games, but they're nothing special.
They're humorous, you know, like they're very silly. I think that's cool. I mean, after the first one, they are, right? Whoa, there's bad guys.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think probably after the second one, they go kind of off the rails. The third one, and then the fourth one is like all about superpowers. The fourth one was actually a little bit more fun. It was superpower stuff.
People seem to like it pretty well.
A lot of people like the third one, I think.
I haven't really played any of them. I played that one game that was kind of like a futuristic semi-spin-off, or...
Oh yeah, that one was cool.
Yeah.
Wait, was that Saints Row?
It wasn't actually called Saints Row, but I mean, it was. I think it started out as a Saints Row game, and they made it into something else.
Oh, Agents of Mayhem.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that one sucked.
Aw. I enjoyed it okay, but...
How much did you play?
I would say about 4 hours for a review.
Cool. I didn't play that much of it.
Did you bought it and took it right back, or what happened there?
I think I bought it from Redbox for like $5 and played it for like an hour, and it was pretty bad.
Dark 6 says it also sucked. I think he's talking about the same one.
Yeah,
I don't... This is not easy. Die, punk. I thought she got to move again. No, because she's the sneaky kind, huh? Is that it? Oh, miss. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that.
Is there an evil Spider-Man?
I mean, Venom.
But like, like a what-if scenario. I think that is what Dark Player's talking about.
Yeah, he wanted Spider-Man to be evil and Dr. Ock to be the hero.
Is there a real what-if comic like that? There could be.
I don't know.
No telling.
I said I really like it.
Missed. I should have taken cover. That's what I should have done. 68%. Did not miss. Good. I think this game has a pretty cool style to it.
Mm-hmm.
What if Doc Ock was good? Yeah, and in the comics, Doc Ock somehow got trapped in Peter Parker's body for like 2 or 3 years, and he was the superior Spider-Man during that time. It was really neat, because that's basically when he turned into a good guy, because he always had been bad up until then, of course.
He's kind of good in Spider-Man for a while.
In the movie, you mean, or the games?
The video game.
Ah. Man, none of my... How do you use a grenade? Let's see. What have we got here? Reload weapon. He doesn't need to do that. Defend, Overwatch, and turn. Maybe he doesn't have a grenade. Alright, yeah. Let's go get Overwatch.
That's funny, yep.
There's that comic about pantsless Spider-Man. Have you ever seen it? Like a real short web comic? Crazy old Matt Young first shared it, and I thought it was very funny. But it's like Spider-Man swings around, and he just has no pants or underwear on. It's ridiculous, you know. But he's above everybody, so they can't help seeing him. Alright. I thought that was delightful. Okay, we got this. Well, we won that little engagement. No, I don't want to fire my gun. Anyway. Kano watched King Kong vs. Godzilla. Oh, he didn't like it. It did have... I mean, it was very CGI-based, certainly, but I thought it was a lot more fun than Pacific Rim. Although Pacific Rim had more plot coherence. What did you think between those two, Tyler?
I haven't seen Pacific Rim.
Oh. Poor guy.
Is that like Transformers?
No, it...
Robots or something?
I mean, it's people who ride around in robots, so
Yeah.
big difference there.
Okay. But I liked that. I like King Kong vs. Godzilla. The King Kong parts, anyway. The Godzilla side was the story made no sense.
Yeah, I mean, it did have some script problems, although they cut a lot out of it, so perhaps the uncut version, if it was, you know, a long movie, it would make more sense. But the director, isn't it Adam Wingard who's the director? You know, he's stated in no uncertain terms that it's cut the way he wanted it to be cut. So if he wanted it at that length, then that's how it is. It's a brisk movie, you know, unlike the Godzilla movie before it. It doesn't overstay its welcome, because the one before it feels like it's 3 times as long, even though it's probably just like half an hour difference.
Yeah, I don't like King of the Monsters.
For reals.
Hey, Icky, can you hear me better? Icky, talk to me. Icky, do I sound any better?
He's just not going to tell you. Yeah, we got a door open. Enemy spotted. Uh-oh. Do I just want to shoot him from here? If I can, I do. Yeah. Right
Do I
in the
sound
face.
louder than I normally do? We're trying a different thing on Discord, so we're just wondering if I sound any louder.
Yeah, tell the truth, Lyle. Hey, that guy got shotted.
Yep.
He assumes. Oh, Jonah, that's... Jonah says it's not working.
Just the wind. So I do sound the same. Okay. But
You sound like a girl.
Alex Skywalker says I still sound like I'm in a bottle.
That's a shame. Are
Yeah,
you sending out an SOS to the world?
No, no sting.
Oh. It really stings that you say that, Tyler.
No sting.
Wow.
Can you hear me now? Good.
We can hear. Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Don't you say you want to talk about What If?
Oh, yeah. Isn't that a new show on Disney Plus, Tyler? This What If show?
It is.
Okay, so... Tell me what's the premise of the What If show, if you don't mind, Tyler.
It's what if guys in Marvel did other things than what they did.
Then what they did where? Like, what do you mean by
In
this?
the movies. It's the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it's like alternate realities. So like if Iron Man didn't wet himself at that party in Iron Man 2, then what would have happened with Don Cheadle?
Iron Man 2 might be 15% more bearable, that's what.
Right, exactly. If he didn't wet himself in front of everyone in that party.
Oh yeah, that was awful. What if Thanos was right? Yep, says. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I thought you just didn't know about Marvel stuff. I thought you were remaining deliberately ignorant of it.
Oh yeah, Yep doesn't like Marvel, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, he just said a normal thing that any normal person would say about.
He did. Shame
Yeah.
on Yep. He knows some things about Thanos.
He slipped out of character by mistake. Anyway.
From a biologist's point of view, yep, you're right.
So the first episode of What If, what was the premise? What if Peggy Carter had done something?
What
Peggy?
if?
It was
Yeah.
if she hadn't left the room.
What if Peggy Carter and Steve... What's Steve's last name?
Rogers.
Williams.
Yeah, it just popped out of my head. Yeah, what if Peggy Carter and Steve Rogers had boned before he got frozen in the ice? I thought that was a weird premise.
There was
Believe-
nothing of that.
Oh, there wasn't?
Okay, about.
Yeah, it's Steve Rogers is transitioning to female, and what would happen if Steve Rogers did that?
Oh, wow, that's a lot different. But
Yeah.
very progressive of them.
Very progressive.
Oh, so Yup used to read Marvel Comics, apparently. That's cool of you, Yup.
Yeah, I could understand that people that are really into the comics. That's a thing that's very common with books and movies, right? Like, if you really like the book, you end up, you may look at the movie at a very different perspective.
That happens sometimes, although I would say the Marvel movies are quite popular among comics fans because, I mean, they do adapt a whole lot of the material or borrow and make deep cuts to a whole lot of things, which I like about it.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like him as a non-comic book reader.
there you go. I'm going to have to send you a comic one day, Tyler. There you go. Then there'd be a lot of pressure on me to pick a really good one.
The weakest film is Civil War. That's the best Marvel film.
Oh, who said that?
Braumeister said
Oh, Braumeister.
Civil War is the weakest in his opinion.
Yeah, I don't consider it the best one, but I do like it a whole lot. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's my favorite one. I like how they bring in a bunch of new characters, and I like the internal conflict, and
Ha!
I mean, it has Spider-Man
It does. It brings Spider-Man into the fold, and it does it well.
and Black Panther.
Oh yeah, him too. Gives him a nice little arc. Oops. And
Steve Rogers makes out with his daughter-in-law, or whatever she does.
with Sharon Carter.
Yeah.
In the comics, they dated. Like, they didn't bring Peggy forward into the modern day. So Sharon Carter, she's like a substitute or whatever you call it in the comics. And yeah, they dated. So it's not that unusual for them to have a romantic relationship.
I didn't have any problem with that.
What did you think of what they did with her in the Winter Soldier show? Is it a spoiler that she's in the Falcon and Winter Soldier? I don't think it is.
I don't think so. And I mean, I watched that before I did my Marvel rewatch, so I didn't even know who she was.
Oh,
But
dang.
Now that I know who she is, it's a little weird. It's all right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily buy the trajectory they gave her, but hopefully they're
Right.
going to... I hope they'll do something interesting with it, because the way she'd been portrayed before is a bit different.
Interesting. So Braumeister likes Iron Man 1 or Avengers 1 for his favorite. Javors says Captain America 1. So these guys like the early one.
Hey, Javors. I really like the first Captain America, except the final act, I would say, is a bit rushed and weak.
The
I like
best
Captain
ones.
America. It's grown on me.
Nice.
The
I like-
Guardian.
Go ahead.
Sorry. The Guardians of the Galaxy are the best ones. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Guardian of the Galaxy.
They're
is like
awesome.
He's like my third favorite one.
I love
Oh, man, I didn't realize that bad guy was still alive. And he killed my dude.
But I definitely like newer ones, like Civil War and Thor 3 and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Dang it. My favorite has always been The Winter Soldier since it came out, because that is a virtually perfect movie, in my opinion.
I don't know about that.
I really think so. I've told you what I think would actually have made it perfect.
They should have made it so that what's the guy that plays Crossbones' name? Ramlo?
Rumlow, yeah.
Rumlow. They should have made him be like someone that you're not completely not surprised that he's a bad guy. Like, he's the most evil-looking, scummy-looking dude. It's like, oh no, he turned on Captain America? I never saw that coming.
That is true. And what a big mistake of me not realizing that guy had died.
Oh, he died?
Yeah, one of my guys died, but, I mean, there was an enemy left, and I was thinking he was one of my guys.
Plymouth actor that played Rumlow died.
Oh no, that would suck.
Yeah,
They didn't use him enough in the movies. Like, I'm glad he's not only in one movie, but I still would have liked to have seen him more than that.
The intro to Civil War is good, but I mean, yeah, he doesn't get to do anything but die.
Wait, which character is dead?
The girl.
Are they both dead?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. Did I revive her?
I think
Ouch.
I think that Iron Man 3 is subjectively the worst MCU movie by a significant margin.
Wow, Javor says Ant-Man is bad. I like Ant-Man a lot.
I like it. I don't love Ant-Man.
Yeah, I mean, the villain is weak in Ant-Man, but that's not such not an unusual problem for those movies.
The second one is one of the worst ones. I mean, it's still watchable. I'd say all but maybe Iron Man 3 are good movies that are watchable. But Ant-Man and the Wasp is a mess at the end.
It is a bit. I mean, I don't know. It's more like sort of like a TV adventure or something. You know, it doesn't quite feel that cinematic,
Yeah.
but that doesn't necessarily bug me a huge amount. You know, like, I also like the second Spider-Man, and a lot of people say that one's not particularly cinematic in scale.
I don't love it.
I don't know. I mean, he is fighting a lot of those drone things at the end of that one.
Yeah, I don't have that issue with that.
Offer to buy fuel. Take fuel by force. Will it make me actually do a fight if I do that? There was an achievement for losing a character.
Nice. Black Panther's good.
How much fuel do we have?
There's a couple.
It's making me choose something about the... Oh, I see. We've got 11 fuel. Leave without fueling. Let's just leave. And let's get the heck out of here. Achievement. Brownmeister liked Black Panther.
Yeah, I like Black Panther.
Well, let's go on. So, Tyler, I was joking around too much, but we talked about the first What If episode. I wasn't very interested in this show before it came out because I just didn't see how it could actually end up being well done. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I mean, there's a long history of What If comics, and that's a pretty cool idea. But that Peggy Carter, I mean, it was like a pretty reasonable take on what it would be like if Peggy Carter was Captain America and Steve was her sidekick instead of being the main guy. What do you think?
The first one was okay.
Tyler?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I don't hear him through my headset. You're hearing him, right?
Yeah.
Ah, what's happening with my headset? Oh no. Keep talking, Tyler?
I'm still talking.
Oh,
says they can
no,
still
I can't have my headset break during the middle of a stream.
Weird. I can still hear you.
Unplugging it, plugging it back in. Jeez. Good.
There's probably a comics snob too, where he knows all the ins and outs and has been disappointed with parts of the movies.
I'm back. Okay, sorry, I can hear you now, Tyler.
That's good.
Did I turn off? I didn't turn invisible.
I'm not a tool for Sony. You're a tool for Xbox.
I have my preference, but I'm very multi-platform. Everyone should know. But yeah, go on.
So I liked it. The what's her name? Captain Carter episode. I didn't love it. It's rushed, and I mean, I think they're all gonna feel that way because they try to tell basically a whole new movie's story in 30 minutes, and it doesn't totally fly.
That is what they're like.
Voice acting is kind of all over the board, with some people really giving it their all and doing a good job and knowing what they're doing, and others are like, so it was hit and miss for me.
You know, I don't mind the voice acting so much. I will agree that it's not perfect, but I don't really... So, I don't remember any of it being so bad as to be off-putting.
That's good. I thought Sebastian Stan's was.
Maybe I'll have to pay more attention to him next time I watch it.
Bucky.
Oh, I was going to play the new Konosuba mobile game. Poor Bucky.
Did you watch the second episode?
Yeah, we just watched that today. So the premise of that one... Brandy, what was the premise of tonight's episode? Or this week's episode?
T'Challa was the Star-Lord.
Yeah.
So not
Peter Quill.
The regular one.
Not
Yeah,
Peter
not
Quill.
Peter Quill.
Yeah,
They
Peter
picked
Quill
him up.
stayed on Earth instead of going out to the stars, and T'Challa got picked up by the Ravagers, and they just go from there, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, do you have any particular thoughts about that?
Yeah, I thought it was way better than the first one. Made me think that this is going to be an interesting series. It gave me hope for the rest of the series.
I mean, it was creative, and it did so many amusing and wild things with existing characters, didn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It was awesome.
I can't argue with that. It was awesome. Have you guys in our audience watched What If? Like, how many people have watched it on Disney Plus? Shitsu's thinking about it. Oh, wait.
I think.
He doesn't, Darker Player. I don't think anybody here thinks that way.
Yeah, Thanos was weird.
Yeah, well,
that
we
one.
don't want to say anything too specific, but Thanos appears in that episode, right? As does Nebula. Because, I mean, it's a Guardians of the Galaxy Black Panther mashup.
Right.
So, yeah, so...
And that's what it kind of is on all of these. You know?
Yeah, almost all the real voice actors, Tyler. Do you remember which two weren't the real actors?
I do.
All right, lay it on us.
Drax and
Yes.
Peter Quill.
Indeed. Which is a shame, because those are both characters whose actors I like a lot, but still, I mean, there was like 10 or 12 characters with the real movie voices.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if, like, Drax, because I've heard that T'Challa's in, like, 3 more episodes. Like,
Wow.
doing different things. Yeah, that's what they said. So
Ooh.
it makes me wonder if, like, just Drax isn't going to show up again, and maybe Peter Quill's not going to show up, although it felt like they were teasing that there was going to be one with Ringo and Peter Quill.
Yeah, they did tease that.
But it made me wonder if, like, they didn't get the ones that weren't going to show up a lot. Like, they're like, we don't need to bother with Drax because he has 2 lines. But then why include Drax? Like, that scene was so throwaway that, like, it was fine, it was funny, but, like, it wasn't necessary.
I would say the sound alike wasn't bad on him. Like, on Peter
Yeah, I
Quill,
agree. I thought
Quill
the-
didn't sound like him.
Yeah, no, the Peter Quill one was bad. But the Chris Evans sounded like, I thought sounded good too.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So, but yeah, I mean, considering they got like Kurt Russell and what's his name, Josh Brolin. James
Yes, James Brolin.
Brolin?
Wait, is it Josh or James?
James is a dad.
Josh.
Oh,
think it's
Josh, my
Josh.
bad. Sorry.
Josh. And they
But they
got,
do sound a lot and look
They got
alike.
Benicio del Toro. I guess they got all of the like Proxima Midnight or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
I forget what they're called.
It's hard to know because who even cares about them?
Right, but I mean, they only had a couple lines, but I guess they did get all of them too. But it just seems really bizarre who they've left out.
I'm sure it has something to do with their rates, wouldn't you
I
think?
would guess so too.
Yeah.
And like what their contract says, if it's like you have to be in anything that we say, you have to be in Marvel related, or if it's more flexible or something.
There probably are some like that, yeah. But like Proxima Midnight or the Squidward guy, like they're in the movies. They're not played by name actors, so they're basically played by.
That's true too.
Yeah, so those people surely would be affordable to get.
Yeah, yep. And now that Robert Downey and Chris Evans are both gone, Chris Pratt's probably one of the most expensive names for them to get,
I could see that.
with his Jurassic Park money too.
Yeah, even though those world movies are terrible.
I haven't
So
seen
bad.
the second one.
Oh man, well, the first one wasn't very good, and I would say part 2 is even worse, as I
thought
recall.
I mean, I don't think the first one was naturally good, but it was entertaining. It was dumb. We've talked about it. It's very
Yeah.
dumb. But it's not any worse than Jurassic Park 2 or 3.
Maybe 2 I could see equating it to. I don't know. You know, like 3 isn't particularly bad, except that it just cuts off. Like they forgot to shoot the whole ending for some reason.
I can't remember 3 other than feeling kind of bored. I wanted, like, it's all new characters basically. Well, I mean, they have minor roles in other things, but
Part 3, it had Sam Neill.
did it have Sam Neill? I thought it was
Yeah.
Akil Leone and William H. Muffman.
They're in it, but he's the main character
Oh, is
of
he?
Part 3.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe it's just been too long.
But
Who is the main character is Jeff Goldblum's daughter.
Jeff
The
Goldblum's
second
daughter. Is that the
Okay,
second
is
one?
that the
He's
second
in
one?
the second one a lot.
Okay.
Huh.
It's
With
the
Jeff
same.
Goldblum.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go shoot
For
this
some
guy.
reason, I was getting 2 and 3 mixed up, and
Loot
that's what I was
spotted.
like.
The game sound cut out for me when that sound problem all of a sudden occurred, so I'm not hearing it anymore, which is frustrating. Probably that means the audience can't hear it either.
I don't know.
Just what a shame. What a huge shame.
But if you really want a good story out of the Jurassic Park, just go read the book. The books are great. I read them.
Uh-oh. Yeah, well, that's the thing. The first Jurassic Park in particular has a good story because it is based on a book that had a good story, and it maintains a lot of it, you know, so that helps. Die, punk. Oh, the audience can still hear the game sound. That's good to hear. Yeah, I wonder, it's really odd that it cut out for me, but what can we do?
Brian went to school with somebody who was the nephew of John Crichton.
Michael Crichton, you mean?
Yeah.
Isn't
that
it
one.
Crichton? Or is it Crichton?
It's Crichton.
Tyler, are you still...
I think that's Crichton. I'm here.
No, it
Spelled
is Crichton.
How could it be Crichton?
Sometimes things are pronounced differently than how they're spelled.
I can't stand that, Tyler. It makes life so hard.
It does. Well, other languages don't do that. Like Spanish, everything is pronounced the way it was.
Yeah, and Japanese is almost exactly like that, you know, with a few exceptions. So why can't our language be that way too?
English is a disaster of a language, but you know.
Yep, and
Yes.
we're stuck with it. Don't have
Yep.
much choice.
Like meme, like meme.
Should be Mimi. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, the second Jurassic Park movie is based on a book, but they changed like 80% of it. I mean, it is way different.
Yeah.
And the book is much better than what they made.
Yes.
Congo is based on a book.
Oh, yeah. That was a weird movie. Very weird.
I liked it as a kid. It was weird. It was good.
Ye-
It's weird.
Yeah, I didn't hate it, but it's so weird that I can't be enthusiastic about it, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like, what the heck?
Yeah, northeastern towns. I don't know if it's Massachusetts only. They have those weird pronunciations like Worcester.
Oh, yeah, that is very weird. Why can't I find my carbine?
I don't know how to say Peabody. I mean,
thought
I
you
know how to
just-
say Peabody, but I don't know how to say how it would be pronounced.
I
Worcester.
believe,
Worcester.
I believe it's pronounced Po' Boy.
Worcester.
No, it's Po' Boy. Ow. That'll leave a mark. That's mean.
We're getting
Worcester.
Jack in the boxes here in Salt Lake. That's good.
Ooh, congratulations. You haven't had him for a long time?
Yeah, since I was in Vegas a few years ago.
Man, I've got a lot of bad guys right here, and there's only 2 of us, so I don't see how we could possibly survive it.
Shoot them with your weapons.
Oh, well, I did get a critical on that guy, so that makes life a little better.
Fast.
Ballast. You know, Australia, they've got a few places where they say the name differently than how it's spelled because of their how they don't like to say the letter R and such.
Really?
Yeah, it's not Sydney, but it's one of those big states or whatever that they say it in a weird way. Do you know which one I'm talking about, Brownmeister? Okay, let's see. Snapshot, defend, Overwatch.
Melbourne?
Melbourne, yeah. Instead of Melbourne, they say Melbin as if it was B-I-N, ignoring several of the letters in the second half of the name. Yeah. So yeah, that one gets me. I'm like yeah. I would have
John was like,
everything
"What?"
match the spelling.
I don't think he understands.
Yeah. Well, I just explained it, so he probably understands since I've said that.
Bast.
I would hope. Okay, which guy am I? I'm this guy. How do I reload my shotgun? That's what I want to do. Is it already reloaded? Is that why I can't do it? Let's just do Overwatch. Missouri equals basura. Oh, Alejandro is just being catty.
Yeah. He needs to
He's-
move to like
Misery equals misery.
Oregon or something.
Just because of the snow. I'm just going to put that.
Yeah, I mean, he's not happy with his state. But then again, you know, like, we love Texas, but we're not happy with our state's leadership, not one bit, so...
We have some really weird named cities too, though.
Like
Do we?
Tyler.
Oh, yeah, like, we visit Tyler, Texas sometimes. What a weird name. sister lives in Tyler?
My sister lives in.
It's a nice place to live.
But I wouldn't
It
want to
is
visit
pretty
there.
beautiful
Just
over
kidding.
there.
Yeah. No, it is pretty cool. So I want to get to... Where do I want to get to? That guy's
If
still
their
alive.
school district paid as much as mine did, I might even consider it.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. But I mean, what little I've seen of that city, that I don't know if the shopping is as good as what we have here. I don't know.
It is.
Really? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I just haven't seen enough.
I just tend to spend all my money in certain stores.
But Jono, did you see what I was saying about how Melbin doesn't pronounce the U, the R, or the E at the end of that name? So that's why it confuses me.
Spokane, Washington.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Melbourne.
I mean, different countries say even certain letters in different ways. So yeah, you guys don't really say R when it's not at the start of a word, right? What if it's at the start of a word though, like rush? Would they be like ush, or would they still say the R there? They probably still say it.
They don't understand what you're saying. They say they've never heard it said like that.
Okay, well that's what it sounds like when an Australian person says it. But it doesn't mean we don't love you guys. I would really love. I would, except for the giant spiders and maybe the sharks. I just wouldn't go in the water, so I wouldn't have to worry about that. Except for the giant spiders, I'd really love to visit Australia. Wouldn't that be cool, Tyler?
Yeah, Australia's cool. I'd like to go to New Zealand. I like their New Zealand accents too.
Oh yeah, New Zealand is not actually the same country as Australia, Tyler.
I know that, but they're close by.
Yeah, you know, even where Icky lives is just a short swim away.
The giant spider on your wall can just petrify and die. Sorry.
Go, go, go!
Oh wow. Do you really have a giant spider on your wall?
Spider's the only thing I don't do.
I think we've talked about it maybe a few weeks back, but I really can't stand insects or insect-like creatures such as crawfish or crayfish.
Any of them.
Yeah, I can't. Uh-oh. Is there really only one enemy left alive now? How did that happen? Did one of my guys overwatch him, I guess? Is that maybe what happened? Reload rusty shotgun. Loser! Get over here where they can't reach
I don't know, Dark Player, maybe. You want to know if all of your characters died, do you have to start at the beginning?
Yes, because it's a roguelike, so I'm certain that you do.
Oh, wow.
But there must be some stuff that carries over too, right?
Yeah, spiders are the only thing that really bug me.
Oh my gosh, she has to reload her weapon.
Oh my
Idiot.
gosh. I didn't tell you.
Yeah?
We're all at back to school stuff. It's only teachers. And the administrators like to sit at the back at this table that's like, raised or whatever. All of them are screaming, and like 2 of them are jumping on chairs, and they're just like,
they killed another character!
I'm like, what are y'all doing? And so I'm thinking there's a mouse, there's a, spider, whatever. It was a cricket.
They were freaking out about a
They
cricket.
were freaking out about a cricket. So, of course, I'm in the front, but I walk all the way across the galley, pick up the cricket, take it outside. I was just like, it's a cricket.
Yeah,
Cricket?
I don't like crickets.
You gotta know what a crumpet is to understand crickets. It's a little Turtles reference for you. Spazpole's wife doesn't like snakes. I don't like either of those either. Like, I might not necessarily freak out when I see a spider if it doesn't seem threatening at the moment, but
Yeah, I can do
snakes are scary.
like little bitty spiders, but I can't deal. I don't know. Snakes never bothered me.
So good news. My character who was killed in that mission, I was able to revive her because it lets you revive 1 at the end, and that is pretty forgiving of them.
Yeah. Are you gonna
Another
have to?
achievement.
Is Is it like a roguelike though, where you'll start from the beginning again on your next run?
I'm pretty sure it is. And it says available, but on like I have 2 more character slots, but I don't see how to fill them.
Have to
Like,
add people
yeah.
to them. Is it not LB and RB? Oh no, that's just a switch between the two.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
can you recruit mercenaries?
I was able to at the very start. Do I have to go back to base by aborting the objective?
Don't know.
What happens if I do that? I mean, I only have the 2 characters. I'm at a disadvantage. Okay, are you sure you want to abort? The objective will be a failure and you'll forfeit the starting funds, but keep inventory and members. Should I do that? I don't know. I mean, I'm strategied out. I know we've got 13 minutes, but okay, we're doing it. No bonus earned. Boom. That should be an achievement too. Dang it, where's my achievement? I wanted to tell you guys a cool news. I forgot to mention this in the newsletter, but I am writing a press release for another video game. In fact, 3 other video games. Not all at the same time. But that's what a PR person does, Tyler. A public relations representative, that kind of thing.
Fancy.
Yeah. Do you remember? It's been several years, maybe 3 years or 4 years since I've done this, but I did do it before in the past.
Yeah, I remember.
And yeah, it's for the same publisher, the Chinese publisher E-Line Home Media, I think is what they're called. They publish games exclusively on Xbox, it seems.
Interesting.
Yeah, and this one, it's the one that I have to do by Tuesday, which is scary because of work. But it's a point-and-click adventure game.
My favorite.
Yes, I know you'd love it. What can I say about it? You know, because obviously embargo, but yeah, it's a point-and-click adventure. The art's pretty good, and it's got some surrealism going on with it. And doesn't seem to be a lot, and there's a little bit of dialogue, but doesn't seem to be a lot. But it's a sequel to another game, and they give me a code for the game so I can try it out like a month before it comes out, and write this press release for them so they can advertise it. And yeah, you know, it's like discount when it comes out and all that kind of stuff. But it's a little scary because I haven't done it in so long. But the main scary thing is that if I can't finish it tomorrow, then I have work on Monday, and I'm going to be so tired after work. So I don't know what to do about that. Alejandro likes the gameplay of the game we're playing, and he appreciates the retro graphics, unlike some people.
Good.
Yes. Range 9, skills, a wrecker, a soldier, range 6, that's pretty good, 3 to 5.
Oh, so you can hire people by doing that?
Yeah, and I don't, what's so much better about, that guy has more life than her, I guess, being a soldier. So, but I can only hire them because I went back to the start.
Right.
Can I, and okay, I can still hire one more to actually fill out my team, that's better. So why not go ahead and take her too? Oh, not enough money because it costs money. Alright, fine, whatever. Launch sub. Let's do it again for a little while. Yeah, you're right, Darker Player. Tomorrow, see, I dabbled with the game for a few minutes. It was a very busy day. Then tomorrow I'm going to play it for maybe 1 to 2 hours and then write the press release, which I expect will take 2 to 3 hours. And hopefully it'll be good enough, right?
Hopefully.
But you know, as a games journalist, it's really interesting to take part in another side of the business. Because usually you're just dealing with other people's press releases. Can I just start wherever I want, or can I only move to it? Let's go there. No, can't do that. It can only be left or right. Okay, we'll go there. Offer to buy fuel, take the fuel by force. Let's just take it by force. So, I hope our people in the audience, you guys, please wish me luck. But, I mean, it's not like I haven't written anything in a while, because I spent all summer writing. And just I don't have any training for writing press releases, Tyler, but my plan is just to look at, say, like 3 press releases I've gotten in the last week, and then just try to emulate the style of them, you know?
That's what I do.
Thank you, Darker Player and Alejandro.
Reinvent the wheel.
What's that?
no need to reinvent the wheel.
Oh, yeah, very true. And one thing I'll definitely do is include a features list with bullet points. And the reason for that is when I'm writing an article at Co-Optimus, I really like when there's a bullet point list that I can copy and paste into it. So hopefully other people will appreciate that too. Because it relieves you of some of the writing. Like, instead of having to write 3 paragraphs, you only have to write 2, that kind of thing. Because you've got that bulleted list right there. And probably readers appreciate the quick breakdown, you know, if they don't want to read all the words. Tom told me he doesn't like reading words. You know, Perfect Zero?
Yeah,
He said
words are distracting.
Yeah, so we gotta have as few words as possible and yet somehow convey information.
I'm checking it out.
What are you talking about, Spazpole? I'm like a time zone master over here. Oh, there's a lot of enemies in that room.
Ah,
Raiders
that's
in a room.
okay.
I don't think we...
It's just a worm.
Looking at this situation... Who's worm?
It says he linked me something. Said, "How about this? It's a worm."
Who, Spazpole?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm guessing it's a hookworm.
Tom
It just
says he
hookworm.
prefers smelling them. He is talking about girls' armpits there, so it's not as pleasant as you might think. Anyway,
Oh,
yeah.
it's bad.
Yeah.
I think there is a Twitch streamer that does that, so you're just in luck, Tom.
Oh, God. Oh. Spazpole, come on, man. You guys can't be all pervy in the stream chat.
What?
It's a caterpillar. He was saying something about eating his... Whose tomato? No, I don't know.
His wife's
Oh, man.
a hornworm.
I don't see a way to go into this room without being at a severe disadvantage. Tyler and Brandy, do you agree?
Storm in like John Wick.
You have to be like.
There's nowhere to be undercover that will actually protect us. Like, this guy could shoot down here.
There's usually something.
I'm just not... A character with big range, I guess, could hide better, so let me try. Enemies active. Oh boy, they saw us.
Yeah. No, caterpillars and stuff like that wouldn't bug me. We got tent worms over here. They used to like be so many that you would walk out your back door and they'd drop on your head. So yeah, got over that quick.
Fire carbine. Should I just go ahead and shoot before the other guy gets in there? I guess I should, because
Try it.
that's a good hit opportunity.
You always got it.
Alright, then get you over here. Nope, get you over here instead, and maybe you can still hit that guy.
But a big old banana spider
65.
on there, that is something different.
So I got a 65% chance to hit the guy above us, which would kill him. Or 100% to hit this guy over the left, which might not kill him.
65%.
Alright, let's do it.
Live on the edge.
Yes, good call, Tyler. Look at that. It was a lightning rifle, and he got electrocuted into bones.
Incinerated.
Yeah, the other guy ran up and shot us, though. Oh,
Right next to them.
yeah, and they even destroyed our cover, which is particularly uncouth.
Really,
Right.
really classless pirates here, or whatever they are.
Yep, they're a bunch of rude dudes, if I do say so myself. Okay, I can't really get a good spot to shoot this guy with high ratings, but 65 again. Let's do it. Yeah, it still worked out in our favor.
Nice.
Oh, Spazzy. Okay, let's get here. Oh, I wanted to overwatch. Alright, well, we're getting shot some, but we're also doing good damage.
There are certain members of this house that would not deal with that very well. I'm just going to put that up.
Reload gun. Idiot. This gun wasn't reloaded. Good. That takes care of that. Do we get all of their stuff? I guess we did. There were 3 of them, though. Where'd the other drop go? I don't know.
Yeah, you have
You
to
get
look for the little orange circles.
Is that what they are? The drops?
Yeah.
So it looks like there's nothing else of import in this room, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess I'll go ahead and go out with this character. Wait, let's look at the map. We've only got a few minutes left. Girls can be guilty of the same thing, Dark Player says.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, there's a door at the bottom. We'll go that way. So yeah, just to finish up what we were saying about What If, it is a show worth watching. The sheer variety of it, while still being pretty well tied to the movies, is impressive.
Yeah. Yep. And there's no other good Marvel content to watch, so you might as well watch that if you like Marvel.
I mean, at this moment, there's no new Marvel content coming, is what you're saying, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's what he said.
But also, somebody earlier said, was it Alejandro who said that he thought WandaVision was a painful thing to watch? But I loved WandaVision, and you said you liked it pretty well.
Yeah, the first 2 episodes are rough.
But I mean, but they're also immersive. They're putting you in that strange situation shared by the rest of the characters. You know, like you're experiencing it. I don't know. It's just experimental, and I like that about it. Oops.
It's good.
Oh, yeah. Alejandro's the one complaining. Hey, VDH, it's good to see you. And there's Dementia. Right on. Dementia's a little bit crazy, but we love him anyway.
You like Loki, that's not too crazy.
I
Yeah.
love Loki.
You know, it seemed like something he would like. Wait, you mean Alejandro? Or who?
No, Dementia.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, well, I didn't predict that for Dementia, but good point.
Yeah, I like Loki, it was good. There's a lot of time stuff in it. Not sure I'm going to be totally on board with this multi-universe stuff.
The multiverse.
Yeah.
Oh, critical hit. This is actually pretty fun, even if it's confusing to me. You know, like if I wasn't on mic doing kind of a podcast type thing at the same time I was playing, then it would be very pleasant.
Yeah. Definitely not a game we want to learn how to play while doing other things.
Yeah. That is true. No more things. See, there's medical boxes over here, but I can't actually open them, I would assume, right? Should I go look?
You can't blame Disney for Jar Jar. You can only blame Disney for all the boring characters they put in 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, you can blame him for that. But The Mandalorian did mention a Gungan, didn't it? I feel like it came out in passing. Have you seen that show, Tyler?
Yeah, I like Mandalorian.
We've completed the first season, but we haven't started the second season at all. But I was... You know, I knew people liked The Mandalorian, but I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I do. It's just a terrific show, isn't it?
Yeah, the first season especially is really good. The second's not quite as good, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm sad to hear that.
Yes, we blame them for Ray. Still hasn't got the spelling right, but he's close.
Yeah, not such a great character, and Daisy Ridley is perhaps understandably defensive about the quality of Ray or whatever, but no, Ray is lame. Yeah, I sniped that guy.
Yeah, I think some more new Mandalorian-based content should be coming in the next few months.
Season 3, you mean?
Yeah,
The spelling is as lame as the character. That's funny.
all 3 of the main are just so Ray,
Yes.
Poe, and I can't remember
The black guy?
the other guy's name.
Finn.
Finn.
See, I feel like those actors, particularly the guys, were very charming. It's just they had nothing to work with, like script-wise and character-wise.
Yeah, there is nothing to work with.
That's a shame, because you got Oscar Isaac and the guy from Attack the Block. What's his name?
I don't know, but her contrived romance with...
Finn.
Ugh.
Yeah, Finn's actor. Does anybody remember Finn's actor's name? I usually know it.
John Bodega.
Yeah. Is it Boydega or Boyeda?
Pagoda or something.
Something along those lines. But yeah, very charming actors. It's just the scripts completely let them down, and the
Boyega.
maybe direction. Boyega, thank you.
Yeah, but remember when Leia floated in space? That was cool.
Yeah.
Was it cool or was it questionable?
Oh,
But
that was really cool.
Wait,
You're being
you made me
sarcastic.
cry.
Super memorable.
They
Well-
like said goodbye to her, and it was like.
I would agree that it was memorable, for better or worse.
You are right, Darker Player.
What is one actress who got fired for what she said? Who?
Yeah.
On, Lori.
Oh yeah. The is it a martial arts lady that plays that character? I
Yeah.
forget.
Yeah. Cara Dune is the character's name.
Yeah, and wasn't it because she's transphobic? Is that what it was?
Uh, she might be. That wasn't the final straw.
Go, go, go!
Was it racist? I forget.
No, it was more about comparing the plight of certain types of people to Jews in Nazi Germany.
Oh, so
Ooh.
she's probably all of the things I just listed.
Likely.
It's usually a baker's dozen, as they say.
It's
It's
like
a package deal.
Yeah, it's a there's a quite a correlation there.
Yeah, like you don't get to be super stupid about one thing without also being super stupid about other things.
Not always the case, but sometimes. Usually the case.
Yeah, usually. Yeah. No, like it's very like people. There's a certain group of people, you know, perhaps a certain faction of people who like to compare like minor inconveniences and such to like the treatment of the Jews. It's a really strange thing, and it's just always tone deaf. You know, like it cannot possibly help their argument. And plus, sometimes it gets you fired from a really sweet acting job. So,
Yeah.
so maybe don't do that. Just maybe don't. Anyway, we're yeah, we're not. Well, I mean, we're talking about just what happened to that particular actress. Did you like her though? Before the thing is, when I watched the show, I already knew that she was kind of a heel. So.
She's fine. I mean, I don't know. Like, there's not a lot of real good, like, former MMA wrestling stars that just, like, wow on the screen. It's pretty few and far between.
That's true.
So, no, I mean, she felt, like, stiff, and, I mean, she was fine. I didn't dislike her character in any way, but she's not, like, my favorite or anything.
I see. Yeah, I mean, her character was fine. I would, like you say, she's not the most amazing actress, but, you know, like, I mean, certainly she brings some of the physicality to that role to make it believable, which is good.
Yeah. Yeah, she was perfectly fine in the role.
She's not the same lady who was the heavy in the first Deadpool movie, is she?
Yeah. I believe that's her.
Oh, well, then her performance, her acting has actually gotten better since then, if so, because, yeah, the one in the Deadpool movie, like, they barely would even give her any lines, because,
Oh.
yeah, she couldn't handle it so well.
I'm pretty sure that's her. Gina Carano is her name.
Yeah, I feel like you're probably right, but I can't promise. No promises, Tyler.
I need to watch the Deadpool movies again. They're good.
Yeah, you know, I haven't seen... I've only seen part 2 in the theater. I never watched it on home video, so I need to. I remember I was really looking forward to their version of Juggernaut, because Colossus was so cool in the first one. And I was like, they're finally going to get Juggernaut right, just like what they did with Colossus. And then Juggernaut was certainly better than the X-Men 3 version, but still lame. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't even
not that
remember
cool.
Juggernaut in Deadpool 2.
He's the big bad of it, but... Is that a bad guy? Where'd the bad guy go? Oh, this one killed the bad guy, I see. I've not finished it yet. Oh, but Spazpol confirms that was Gina Carano. Thank you, Spaz. But she still has something of a career to limp on with. Now it's going to be like doing Left Behind movies with Kirk Cameron and people like that.
And you say that like it's a bet.
Oh, man, well, who doesn't love Growing Pains? That was a good show. That's where Kirk Cameron got to start, you know. Oh, I capped him with a 50% chance.
Nice
How about
job.
this? Fire carbine. Heavy difference spins. Yeah, no, but there are levels to that. Yep. When you get, I think that extremism in general is not a very good thing, and you know, so there's levels. But 35% chance. That's not going to work, is it? Let's just do Overwatch.
Oh, we're talking about Halo.
Oh, dang it. Yeah, what was the... We better get through with that. Yeah, what happened with Halo this week, Tyler? Halo Infinite? Is that what it's called?
I don't know. That's not what it's called.
Yeah, I believe so.
So it part of it was delayed. After all of it got delayed last year, part of it got delayed from this year's release date.
Yeah, and isn't it a pretty important part? Like, Forge isn't going to be ready at launch, but I don't think anybody really expected it to be. And
I
Halo...
don't know what Forge is.
It's the multiplayer map construction thing where you can make, like, game types and maps. And that wasn't ready at launch with Halo 5 for sure, and maybe not even in previous games. Like, I forget if it's always been done as an update or what. Yeah, so Jono agrees it doesn't need to be ready at launch, and that is true. However, campaign co-op will not be ready at launch, Tyler. Like, the main way that a lot of people like to play Halo, it's not going to be ready.
Yep.
So what do we do about all that? Yeah.
Doesn't seem like co-op is the kind of thing that, like, would be built so separately from the single solo player campaign that it would need to be, delayed.
I wonder if it's just that they couldn't get enough testing done, like because you have to test all that netcode and stuff, and maybe all of their testing went to the competitive, maybe, I don't know.
Possibly.
But it is quite a shame.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's been troubled production for this Halo, I guess because they wanted it to be an early Series X launch title, and that's just...
Yeah, it's supposed to be out within like a month or within a couple weeks, or just come out with the Series X, right?
Yeah, it should have come out during the launch window, but instead, we're getting a part of it this year.
Yep. Well, I really do wonder if they're going to charge $60 for it.
Go, go, go!
I think are they just banking on Game Pass at this point?
They might be. I don't know.
Because yeah,
the multiplayer is free even without Game Pass, right? You just have to have Xbox Live Gold to be able to play it.
You're right, which is nice from a player-based perspective.
Cool.
But it does mean that the base game automatically is delivering a different value proposition.
Right.
So, I guess we'll have to see with all that. Let's get down here. Can this character open the door? Can you? Yes. Good. Okay. This mission's actually going well. I feel like I'm getting better at this game, even though it's not intuitive to me, this type of game, but it's not like it's a badly set up game or anything like that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we're getting a... So Jono says it's not such a big deal. For me, I don't want to play Halo single player. When I was young and I had lots of time, I would play it single player and then also separately play through co-op. But nowadays, I would rather just play in co-op and not play it any other way. So it's disappointing for me.
I mean, it's fine to like be okay with it, but I mean, you're already defending a game that already got delayed a full year, and that still wasn't enough time for them to have a release. So like, how did they possibly think that they were going to be able to hit the release date from last fall?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a troubled production. There's no two ways around it.
Right.
I think people who, it's on Game Pass, and most of us Xbox users around here have Game Pass, so we know we're not going to have to pay money to play it, and so, I mean, I guess perhaps that affects how you think about setbacks or things like that, but...
Possibly. The subscription model is weird. Like, I mean, you obviously are paying for it, but it doesn't feel like you are because you'd be subscribing anyway because the value's there without Halo, So I mean, yeah, they still have to be making money off of it, otherwise they wouldn't be creating new billion-dollar games, $200, $300 million games.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
But
are weird.
I mean, we were all used to doing live or PS Plus anyway. The difference in cost and what you get out of it is the big difference.
Right.
Because Game Pass Ultimate is fairly expensive if you're not getting it on sale. But I mean, like, still, for $15 a month, you can just play a butt ton of games. And you still get the discount on games that are on it that you might choose to buy, or the DLC for them. Wait, then get it on Game Pass after 30 days to get a discount? Wait, what can I get farther in? Gears Tactics? I mean, is Gears Tactics that hard, like Icky says?
Is it like this?
Yeah, it's a strategy game, although it's 3D and a lot different looking. Let's go complete this mission real quick. The only thing making it hard, we could either go through a new room and fight some bad guys. I guess let's just fight our way through this last room. If you don't mind, Tyler.
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright. You like Gears of War, don't you, Tyler?
Yeah, it's fine.
So would you be inclined to try a Gears Tactics game?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Oh,
Especially if it was at least somewhat accessible. Like, I mean, I'm like you. Like, I'm probably a little bit more familiar with these types of games than you are. But
Yeah.
they're definitely not the game that I like sit down and it's like, all right, let's play a turn-based isometric strategy game. You know, that's not something that I do. So I have to be in the right mood, and they have to be. You know, I'm not like something like XCOM. Probably I'll never get around to playing. You know, I'm not interested in a more in-depth one.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I can't blame you for that.
Didn't they make a Halo one like this too for like Xbox One?
Hey, Asian Chunky, it's good to see you. Halo Wars is what you're thinking of, right?
Probably.
Yeah, there's Halo Wars 1 and 2. Like, Part 2 was the... Part 1 was for 360, and Part 2 was for the Bone and
Gotcha.
PC. Yeah. That guy's still alive? I think I can get over here and shoot him. Yeah, okay, we took care of that one. Then do I need to be defending against this other guy? That's the question. I'm just going to park this character here and overwatch it. Enemy turn. It's cool to play different experiences like this. You know, just... Again, that's what the whole stream is about anyway, so I really can't complain, even though it was rough right at first. A bit of growing pains, you might say. As opposed to growing pains, which are pretty bad. Can't
Or
recommend
the
those.
TV show Growing Pains, which is pretty good.
Yes, I really liked it. You know, and I remember when there was the final episode came out, and I was sad that it was going away.
I actually don't think I watched more than a couple episodes. Wasn't Robin Thicke's dad on it?
Yes, Alan
Yep.
Thicke.
And Kirk Cameron.
Okay, do I need to be backing up this other character up here? I feel like maybe I should be.
I had pictures of him all over my wall.
Kirk Cameron?
Yep.
Oh, not Alan Thicke.
No. Kirk Cameron.
I really liked Alan Thicke, though, and I feel like he hosted variety shows and things like that after that show ended.
He did do some of that.
Yeah, but... I was a real sitcom kid, though. As a kid, I loved the sitcoms. Nowadays, I don't watch a whole lot of those, except Saved by the Bell and the new Punky Brewster. And yeah, I was attracted to those because of the nostalgia value, but Saved by the Bell is genuinely terrific. So there, Tyler.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it.
You know, the first episode is free on YouTube, so it's not hard to check out.
Yeah, but who wants to watch stuff on YouTube?
Don't you have some kind of Android streaming box or something that lets you watch YouTube stuff on your TV?
I have a Fire Stick.
Yeah,
Keep 'em coming.
that's not so hard. We do a lot of watching music videos and short things on YouTube on the TV, because, I like YouTube anyway. Brandy complains that they're too short sometimes and whatever. There's a ton of great Conan O'Brien clips on his channel. Like, they're always adding new clips from his shows, you know. It'll probably be quite a while before they run out of those.
Oh, cool.
Everybody, we've been playing Depth of Extinction Definitive Edition for Xbox. It is also available on PlayStation, Switch, and Steam. If you didn't win a free copy tonight, remember this is a $15 game, but the Switch version is on sale for $6 right now, so it would be super cool of you guys to pick up a Switch copy if you have the Switch to play on. And this would be a good game to play on the go, too. But anyway, lick the mic. Anyway, it is a surprisingly fun strategy roguelike, like a strategy game with some roguelike elements, which usually I enjoy. I don't really see how the metagame works on it from my time with it, but hopefully you get a little bit of progress. It carries over between runs. But I had a lot of fun with it, more than I anticipated when I saw the complicated tutorials and stuff. So, Tyler, thanks for helping out on mic again.
Yep, happy to be here.
It's always so great to have you. Brandy Bell, thanks for helping out as well.
Always.
Icky, thanks for running the contest. Thanks to all you guys for being such a terrific audience, and especially all the subscriptions and donations we got tonight. That really touched my heart. And like I said, when I'm busy with, when it's the hectic work time, your support, you know, especially your gestures of support like that, they make a huge difference, and they really energize us to keep going. So thanks to all of you. We love you guys. We'll see you next week, Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. That's right. Catch you then.
7 p.m. Mountain.
Time.
Oh, yeah, Mountain Time. 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Central Time. Let's just tell them every time zone.
6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time if you live in Arizona.
What time is it going to be in the UK? Deadpool or Oblivion should let us know.
11 hours in front of me.
Icky, what time in Malaysia? Yeah, we love you guys. We'll see you then. And remember, don't hate, appreciate.
See you guys.
Bye.
Not on a hold the little SOBs.
That was great.
What a cool crowd we had. Look at that. Kano Electronics, Alejandro. We love that guy. We had Jono, Spazpol, BX Latino Heat, Shitsu on you, being rad. Yup84 was here. That Tyler guy, he's a weirdo.
Yeah, he's weird.
There was, I know I saw Dementia. Of course, Icky Az, the Braumeister. There were others. Asian Chunky even popped in. We don't hear a lot from Asian Chunky, so it's nice to see him.
Chicago was here.
Oh, yeah. Although Chicago left early, but it's still very nice to have that
Perfect
support.
Zero was here earlier.
Yeah, Perfect Zero.